G'day folks, thanks for joining me. Over the next month, I'm going to bring you some episodes from my trip up to the top end of Northern Territory and outback Queensland. They're going to be absolute crackers. So what I want you to do, go and get your favourite beverage, kick back in your recliner and join me. Cheers. Well, g'day folks, as I said, off to the Northern Territory. So the next few days are just going to be camel training into the Northern Territory, not a lot of sightseeing, actually probably zero sightseeing. We're just going to get up to Katherine by the end of the week, and then the adventure will really start. So just bear with me and we'll get you up to Katherine. Ahead of me is a 3,500 kilometre journey through Victoria, New South Wales, South Australia and into the Northern Territory. I'm leaving on a Monday and I've got to be up at Katherine by Friday. Finally, after 4 days on the road, I'm in Katherine. Caught up with my mate Ray. He's got the boat and car packed and we're ready to roll out to Tomato Island. So we've got a 4-hour trip ahead of us. A lot of it's on dirt and it's going to be dark when we get to camp. There's some pretty big vehicles in the top end, so when they're coming towards you, you just let them have the road. Quick stop at the turn off to Tomato Island to stretch the legs, and we've got 40 k's to go. As night fell, conditions became a little bit more dangerous on the road, but we were soon in camp and we caught up with Francis and Shane and their friends Jackie and Graham. So Jackie and Graham haven't caught a Barra before, so it was a mission to get them one this trip. So we launched the boats in the Roper River and we were off. We got a bit of bait from one of the locals, so we've got a bit of a start for the morning. So there was a bit of excitement on the other boat as Jackie's hooked onto her first Barra.
Just gently, don't try and bust it. Keep the weight on, Just gently, don't panic, Don't panic, Jack, it's all good. It's there. Hey, she got a Barra!
Well, that's one for Jackie. Now it's Graham's turn.
Don't go too hard with the net too quick. Make sure he's facing into the net when you go to get him. Come over the side. Yeah, you hold this. Come around. Oh, no.
And there's two happy fisher folk.
73.
Well, that's enough of other people catching fish. Righto, Ray, time for us to go. The mad mullet, mate.
Finally done the job.
Hey! There's no record breaker. Sorry for loose, it's good.
Quick release.
So he's a 52 model, so he'll go back. We were bait fishing with cherrapin and lure fishing with soft plastics, and the fish were actually cooperating today.
Oh, I reckon they are bloody crabs.
Except for that one. Can you get in? Tide's turned, mate. Tide has turned. Get away from that mincoder. Got a bit of toe to him.
It wasn't long before I'd hooked into something decent.
He's got to be better than 71, hasn't he? 72. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice and clean. Oh.
Good work, mate.
I thought he was on your mullet.
Change it up a bit. Another tape over him and see what we've got. 67.
The lures we were using were a mixture of soft plastics and hard body lures. The soft plastics were about a 4-inch lure, and didn't matter which colour we were using, they were all catching fish. The hard bodies are a Barra classic, which we were using for trolling, and the little mullet down the bottom was a $2 eBay special, and even that caught fish. Ray decided we'd head north off the Roper River up into the Felt and spend the night on the boat. We came across this fella, which we estimated to be about 4.5 metres, so we decided we'd camp away from him. So camp was nice and cosy. We woke up this morning to an absolute cracker of a day. That can only mean one thing: more Barra fishing. We were fishing the little run-off creeks as the tide was dropping, and it seemed to be working.
Hang on.
It wasn't long before Ray's hooked up.
Hey. Got the net. Oh, self-release. There you go, young fella. Oh, then again. Oh, it's all right.
I think you might have just beat your mate.
Wasn't long before I'd hooked up to a stonker.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone around the back of the boat. One thing, if you ever fish for barramundi, you'll know they are the masters of throwing hooks.
Bugger.
It's an 80 there.
He was all right. He's all right, mate. You reckon?
The day consisted of about 40 barramundi, which were all released.
Jeez, he's got a bit of weight to him. He's a better fish.
$75 or 76.
As night drew in, it was another night on the boat. But up early the next morning, anchor's up, and we're into it again.
Nothing bad to worse.
Might be a bit snaggy there, probably.
Just a shit cast.
A bit rusty without your morning coffee, eh?
I'll get him on soon.
While I've been away, I've been using this dog and gun coffee. It's so convenient and so tasty in the mornings. Can't recommend it enough. Dog and gun coffee, it gives you wings.
Not big. Well, I shouldn't say that.
And just when I thought I was onto another decent fish,
Oh no! No! That's not what we want.
Now, I do got to tell you, the catfish has never touched this boat.
Well,
Don't want to start now.
after 2 big and full days fishing, it was time to head back to camp, refuel the boat and get some well-earned rest, because tomorrow we're back into it again. You know it's serious when you take a 44-gallon drum of fuel with your fishing. At the end of this trip, we would have done 600 kilometres in the boat alone. There is extra fuel available at the campsite, and this is how it comes delivered.
I just pulled our first cherubin pot this morning, and there's some stonkers in there. Look at that one. Oh God, that is huge. That is massive.
So we put some cherubin nets in overnight. Now a cherubin is also known as a giant river prawn or a giant freshwater prawn. It's a fantastic barramundi bait and they're bloody good to eat too. We baited the nets up with a bit of dry dog food. So just check your local regulations.
Yep.
Opera house nets are legal in the Northern Territory, but just check where you are before using them.
Don't know about leaning over this close to the water. She got a bit mangled.
Well, it looks like our cherubim were taken by a small crocodile out of this net. So with some fresh bait now on board, we've decided to anchor up and try our luck at bait fishing.
Rays on. Coming with the boat, maybe. Oh, he's alright. Do you want the net? Or not? We'll just throw this net out. Nice big slat of silver.
Are we going to start keeping or what?
Oh, a bit early in the day.
Told you those cherubim were good bait. Rays on again.
I suppose you don't want the net?
So we put a few mud crab traps in, but that'll be another episode. As the day gets a bit longer, the sun gets a bit warmer, and there's always something to see out here. Now it's brekkie time.
Maybe we shouldn't have give all our friggin' prawns away.
Ray's just been soaking a cherubim out the back, so this is the second one he's got. Got a couple of dead ones in there, with the curry.
We met up with the other mob, so we gave them all our cherubins, but we did have a couple of dead ones in the esky that Ray was using, and the results speak for themselves.
Got the net? Bigger. Yeah. Good eating size. Yep. No.
My luck just wasn't with me today on the bait.
No. It was nearly there. I was going to nibble at it.
So we're back smashing those little creeks with the soft plastics again. Things are a little bit slower today, so we've deployed the trolling method. We bumped into the other mob and Graham's hooked up
Hey!
to a mud crab.
Slow, get the land in it.
You are kidding me.
Get the land in it. Pull him up, pull him up.
Entree.
Oh!
Oh no! Still me being friggin' crap.
We can't eat him, he's too small.
Not letting go, is he?
So we've sacrificed a beard for a mud crab.
So the wind and the waves weren't in our favour on the trip home, but things slowly flattened out and we started to fillet the fish.
Now Andrew's getting a 101 on how to fillet a barramundi. You've had all your practice ones, it's your last one. Now I'm being kind to you.
Pressure's on.
Now the pressure's on. Your viewers are watching.
Ray, I promise you, when we get back, I'm going to sharpen your knives.
Do we start Andrew's cooking segment after this?
Right.
We're almost back at camp now, so it's time to check those cherupin nets that we put in earlier on. Don't try this at home, kids. And another stonker of a cherupin. He's going into the pot for tea tonight. Once again, kids, please don't try this at home. Well, what a great few days it's been out on the Roper River. Our last night at camp, nice cook up of barramundi and cherupin. Up early the next morning for another quick fish, then it was time to head back to Catherine. As Ray made his way back to Catherine, I decided to play tourist for a bit and head out to Roper Barra. Roper Barra has been shaped by its Indigenous and European history. The Roper has been home to the Nungabayu people whose culture thrives along the Roper River. European explorers led by Ludwig Lightheart back in 1845 named the river that flows through this region. Since then, Roper Barra has seen phases of cattle grazing and mining shaping its economic landscape. Today, it remains the hub for cultural richness and environmental beauty, attracting visitors to its pristine landscape and offering insights into both Indigenous traditions and the Australian frontier history. Speaking of history, I visited the old police station there. Some of the old buildings still remain and it's worthwhile just going for a bit of a wander through them. There's a fair bit of history here, if these walls could talk. There is a store at Roper Barra, which is oddly enough called the Roper Barra store. It does have some limited opening times, so just check them, but fuel is available there. And now to make the 4-hour trip back to Catherine. All this area I'm travelling through now would all be under floodwater during the wet season. Always pays to keep your eyes peeled along these roads, you never know what you might see. These 4 brolgas were pretty awesome. And even a mob of donkeys. You wouldn't be in the Northern Territory if you didn't see any roadside fires. As I said previously, it's always good to pull over when those big trucks are coming past.
Have a good day, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Should be more of you.
You're too big to take on.
Roger. You have a good day, mate.
Yeah, will do. Take care, bud.
Yeah.
Well, g'day folks, what an amazing 4 days it's been up on the Roper River. The Territory top end has really turned it on for us. We caught barra, we caught mud crabs, we caught cherubim, we saw buffalo, we saw crocodile. We've had the whole works up here in the last 4 days. I'm just here at Mataranka refueling up to make my final run up to Catherine, where I'm going to restock and then start heading north again tomorrow for the next adventure. If you've liked this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Andrew Schultz.
Don't forget to hang around for the outtakes.
I've got the elusive Territory stickfish, mate. Oh, you on? Well, so please, if you've liked this, so in a lot of places around the world, you're not allowed to smuggle people over the border. In South Australia, you're not allowed to smuggle a potato. Catching barramundi. Test for the sign.